Hey there, it's God Given. Cantarella's finally come, and I won't make the "and so did I" joke. Though I just did. Damn it. Anyways, here's a quick guide to Cantarella. Cantarella has a basic attack chain that consists of 3 stages. When you hit an enemy with the third attack of the chain, you gain 1 stack of the forte gauge, called Trance. You can hold up to 5 stacks of Trance. Cantarella's Resonance skill is a quick attack that gives you a stack of Trance. You're not required to hit an enemy to gain a stack, meaning you can cancel the skill and still gain a stack. Cantarella's Resonance Liberation is a low damage nuke which grants you 3 stacks of trance upon using it, and Cantarella starts performing coordinated attacks up to 21 times in total, the same way that Judge's Liberation works. When you have at least 1 stack of trance, using a heavy attack will send Cantarella into the Mirage state for 8 seconds. In this state, Cantarella's skill becomes enhanced, dealing more damage. Hitting an enemy with a basic attack or a dodge counter spends a stack of trance and gives Cantarella a stack of Shiver, the other forte gauge resource. Cantarella can hold up to 3 Shiver. Using all trance ends the Mirage state early. When you get 3 stacks of Shiver and you're in Mirage state, Cantarella's skill gets enhanced again, transforming into a high damage nuke which also heals your team. Both skills in Mirage state will debuff the enemy's hit with Hazy Dream, slowing them heavily. If the enemy is then hit by any of Cantarella's attacks, the enemy will jolt and take extra damage 1 time. Cantarella's intro skill gives 1 stack of trance and grants the Abyssal Rebirth state for 25 seconds. In this state, whenever you use an Echo skill, you get 6 Concerto energy. This works up to 6 times. Cantarella's Resonance Liberation and the 2 skills in Mirage state count as being an Echo skill, so Cantarella herself can use up to 4 Echo skills on her own. Cantarella's second passive buffs her Havoc damage by 6% for each Echo skill used up to 2 times. The Outro skill amplifies the incoming character with 20% Havoc damage and 25% Resonance skill damage. When leveling up talents, prioritize the Forte circuit first, then Resonance Liberation and Resonance skill. Basic attacks and intro skill being the last priority. That's it for the kit. Now let's talk about rotations. The rotation itself is pretty simple. Intro skill, skill, immediately cancel it with Liberation, heavy attack, enhanced skill, 3 basic attacks, enhanced skill number 2, echo skill, outro. There can be some situational deviations, like swapping mid-rotation to a teammate to gain some Concerto energy or Forte gauge on them, but this is the main rotation for Cantarella regardless of what role you use her in and how you decide to build her. Talking about the build, let's go over it. For the weapons, the best option is obviously the signature, Whispers of Sirens. In second place come Judge's and Yinlin's signature weapons. In third are Phoebe's signature, which works purely as a stat stick, and the standard 5-star Cosmic Ripples. Then come the 4-star options, Augment being the best one among them. After that come the Fusion Accretion and Jinzhou Keeper. For the echoes, you have plenty of options. For sub DPS Cantarella, you can go with Midnight Veil, Moonlit Clouds, or Empyrean Anthem. The first one being better for Cantarella's personal damage output and in teams with Havoc main DPS unit. Second one being better for teams with a non-Havoc main DPS, and the last one being for those who can't use the Moonlit Cloud set for some ungodly reason. Use the Lorelei Echo for the Midnight Veil, Impermanence Heron for Moonlit Clouds, and Hecate for the Empyrean Anthem set. The main DPS Cantarella enjoyers can consider using Havoc Eclipse set with Nightmare Crownless Echo. Finally, if you want to use Cantarella in support slot, go for Rejuvenating Glow set and Bellborn Geoshalone Echo. For the main stats on Echoes, go for attack percent on 1 costs, Havoc damage on 3 costs, and crit rate or crit damage on the 4 costs. For substats, prioritize crit rate and crit damage, then attack percent and basic attack damage, then flat attack. Getting around 120% energy regen is nice for smoother rotations. Finally, let's go over the teams. As of right now, Cantarella does not have a perfect teammate, because there is no Havoc main DPS unit that also focuses on Resonance skill damage. However, with Cantarella's quick rotation and healing, she's a great option for a great number of teams. Here are some examples. Carlotta Cantarella Showkeeper. Cantarella can buff Carlotta's Resonance skill damage, and compared to Jeja has a faster rotation, also allowing for more quick swap shenanigans. Havoc Rover Cantarella support is also a solid team, as Rover can utilize Havoc damage from the outro greatly, and the Resonance skill damage to an extent. Tangent Cantarella support works in a similar way. Jinshi Cantarella, the Varina, is also an interesting team, as Jinshi can utilize both resonance skill damage amplification and the coordinated attacks from Cantarella. Overall, there's a lot of teams that you can try. Basically, pair Cantarella with any Havoc DPS or DPS with a focus on resonance skill damage, and these teams can and will clear the hardest content in the game. In summary, Cantarella is an amazing character with an easy and quick rotation and a bunch of utility like slowing and healing that works greatly in a lot of teams, and her value as a unit will go up drastically when a Havoc DPS with resonance skill damage focus will come out. Looking at you, Frolova. That's it for the guide. Thanks for watching the video, hope it was useful. Hit a like and sub if you enjoyed it, say what you think about Cantarella in the comments section. Just don't thirst over her too much, please. See you in the next one.